Hello guys, everyone here in today's video. We're starting on my very first video here today on my new event series, which is my anime series. So this is my first video. In this video, we're going to talk about some Dragon Ball Z's Kakarot DLC and some of the new news stuff with that. Basically, we're going to talk about a lot of stuff with DLCs 4 with Bardock, the father of Goku storyline that we're going to have for the new DLC. And there's another new news article that just dropped in that a lot of other people that didn't mention, such as like President Rose, DM Gaming, and another one I can't remember on the top of my head, that I'll rate you guys on and explain a little about. First of all, I'm very excited for the new DLC Bardock storyline that we're going to be getting. I'm excited for to actually get to play as the character. Now, one of the things I'm really excited for that we're looking forward to is actually getting to play as Bardock, and hopefully, I can't wait till we have. I know we're gonna get the Super Saiyan form for Bardock. I mean, you just have to. Obviously, we're gonna have the Bardock father storyline in the DLC, but I have a feeling they're gonna make it, very lengthy as well. So obviously, we're gonna be getting, the Lord Shield storyline from this sort of Bardock. I'm assuming we'll probably get some of the gas fights from the manga stuff that they had. So I actually can't wait till we have this storyline coming in. Now, we are going to have the other Saiyans characters playing in this thing, such as like Fasha and the other characters on here. Now, I did hear some things that we might not be able to play as those characters, which it's kind of sad news, but I also kind of hope we do, because I think it'd be kind of cool to play as Fosh and those characters as well. Hopefully, we actually get to play as those characters, or at least one of them. Preferably Fosh, I would assume a lot of people like to play as her, just to kind of basically learn about her character a little bit, better than the movie and stuff of Father Goku. One of the things I'm looking forward to this new DLC for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is, hold on just a second, guys. Hold on just a second here, guys. Okay, guys. I'm gonna read off a little small clip tweet from this guy that does stuff called Hype, which is basically a guy on Twitter that gives us pretty much quite a bit of good content. From what I've seen creators such as President Rose, DM Gaming, and several others get information from this dude, so it seems like he knows what to tell us here. According to this tweet, it says DBZ's Kakarot will receive multiple DLCs in the future, covering all kinds of different storylines. Basically, the game will get a Xenoverse 2 DLC type treatment. Lots of Kakarot content is coming. So, I've already seen quite a lot of stuff, or heard a lot of stuff going on with it. So, I even heard they're getting DLC for. Customization for the character, and I think the customization they're talking about is like clothes changing with the DBZ characters, such as like wearing the Batman pink shirt that Vegeta wears, because the only way you can wear that is if you go into the storyline in the Time Machine deal. The Saiyan armor that Goku wears when he's training with Gohan in the Cell games, when he's training him to be Super Saiyan and stuff. There's that and stuff like that. So that's exciting stuff. Also, here's something else I want to talk about. What do you guys think the other two DLC ones are? The ones that we don't really know about yet. Like, we know we're getting the Bardock story. We know we're getting the Bardock storyline, but what are the other two ones? three of the DLC storylines I really want to see with this. Obviously, I feel like from what a lot of people point out, they're going to be movie ones, which I think if they do those, of course, a lot of people don't want a one single boss mission like type deal. So I feel like what they could give us is all right, guys. I'm gonna show you guys a little. If you look right here, you probably can't see it very well. Sorry, but it's the news that I'm just trying to show you guys a little bit. Sorry if you guys can't see it. It's basically the Twitter guy on Twitter that's called Hype that pretty much gives a lot of people like pretty much good not just content but like new like actual source news of like what's going on with Kakarot and things. So I gotta ask, like, what are you guys looking forward to for DLC's Kakarot? I think the 3 DLCs I want for DBZ's Kakarot is going to be after the Bardock is done. I want the Broly. Obviously, they're going to make it lengthy, so they're going to do the second coming. Obviously, they're going to do Bio Broly. But the thing is, with Bio Broly, though, I know a lot of people don't want that one, but they're going to put it there. I have a feeling they'll probably add it there anyway, even though that's not going to be anybody else's favorite. But, I mean, at least you'll get to play as Trunks and Goten at least, even though, because in the Kakarot game, they're support characters. You don't get to play as them. So, if they do a Bio Broly, you'll get to play as Goten and Trunks. Obviously, you'll get to play as Krillin and Grade 18, because both of them were also support characters as well in the Kakarot game. So you don't get to play as those 4 really main characters. Because I feel like, some of the support characters that are on the game you'll get to play as, I like this for them to be as playable characters in the game so people can play as them as well. Because, I feel like we can get multiplayer in this game at some point in the future, plus, like a versus mode, like a 2-player versus mode type deal. But, yeah, Broly storyline is what I would like to see. A cooler storyline is what I like to see. Obviously, they had to make it lengthy, though. So I like to see, a storyline with the Cooler's revenge when it first comes in, fighting Cooler's final form and stuff from the movie. Obviously, you get to fight as Metal Cooler from the Return of Cooler, and then another one I'm hoping they do is Fusion Reborn. Fusion Reborn is a really cool one I like to see them try and do. And the reason I like to see them try and do this one, either Fusion Reborn or Tree of Might. And I'll get to Tree of Might in just a second. With Fusion Reborn, if you remember in Kakarot, you don't get to play in the Otherworld tournament where you fight against Pycon. Because they didn't include it to the game. I understand the character was a filler character, but that's a character, you could have excluded to the game. Because since the Otherworld isn't really in the game, you can actually add that with the Fusion Reborn. Because I understand, with Fusion Reborn, it's not really lengthy. It's just one villain character, which is Super Janemba. But you can actually make it lengthy. You can add the Otherworld tournament and kind of do like a PyCon deal in there. And if you remember in the Fusion Reborn movie, there's a lot of dead characters coming back to life in that movie, such as Frieza and a bunch of other people, where Gohan, Goten, Videl, and those other people were fighting off, some of these villains, including you had Hitler in the game too, in the movie as well. So So there's a lot of things that I think you could do with that and make it lengthy with Fusion Reborn. Now with Tree of Might, when you fight Turles and stuff, obviously it would be a one villain like character. I would say if I was to focus on the movie villains, obviously Bardock is a nice choice to start out with. Broly, maybe the Broly um, cooler one, and then Fusion Reborn should be the last one. And then for Tree of Might, make that one for DLCs. Make that one for DLC 4, Season 3's, Season 3 patch or something. And then for the last extra 2, because normally when they make DLCs, they normally add 3 separate different stories. And since they're meaning 3 separate different stories for Kakarot, yeah, why not add Tree of Might? But then you can also add, say, like GT or maybe Super content or maybe even the Dragon Ball content with Kid Goku. So obviously, there's quite a few different storylines you can do in there. I know a lot of people like to see some GT. A lot of people want to see Super and fight against characters like Goku Black, and then fighting Jiren in the World Tournament. Lots of cool stuff. And with GT, I know a lot of people are going to want to fight off with like Baby Vegeta and then Omega Shenron. So like some of these cool like villain like characters. So and even playing the fusion form of Super Saiyan 4 as Gogeta and obviously Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku. I think that's about it. Like I like to cover you guys for Kakarot right now. So comment section below tell me what you guys are excited for DBC's Kakarot and the new DLC and what you guys are looking forward to, what you guys want to see. Also, what you guys are most hyped for, and what you guys actually think it could be. Post the comment section below, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as always. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.